Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching Young Sheldon. This is a 10th episode of the final season. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you'd like to watch today's full episode, it is available for a link in the description below. Just click on it, put the password in, and enjoy. So last episode was interesting. You know, Sheldon was getting all these offers, scholarships basically, to go to other people's universities because his little trip that he took to Europe, you know, with his mum actually come out successful. You know, do you remember he was getting tutored by that girl? Well, she produced a paper and she listed Sheldon as a co-writer, author. You know what I mean? He got the credit anyway. It was first acknowledgement on an accredited piece of published paper, and it got everybody drawing all eyes on him. And I was saying it's interesting really because he got his kind of first big break, or his first acknowledgement from an accreditation from somebody else as a partner. You know what I mean? When we seen him in the Big Bang Theory, he was so hesitant to give anybody any credit on any of his work. He just wanted to be all me, wasn't it? So that's interesting. However, you know, all the schools was coming. He was all offering scholarships. You know, everybody was, you know, doing their pitch to his parents, and you know, they was loving it. He was getting all this free stuff. He was in all the full gear, and he ended up settling on two universities. He decided MIT is the right way to go. I believe it was anyway. Arrived in Boston, boom, snow everywhere. He's like, nah, not for me. This Caltech, let's go. And you know, we didn't actually see him go there, but we do know he goes there. And you know, I just thought it was interesting. It was a fun episode, and it was good to see everybody trying to recruit him, because we seen it earlier on in the show, didn't we? It was about season 3 where, you know, universities was trying to recruit him, and even offered George, you know, position in the school as well to take Sheldon out, and he could be the head of a football team. But he ended up rejecting it, didn't he? And obviously Sheldon stayed closer to home. But it was good last episode that Dr. Sturgis and Linklater was both acknowledging that, you know what, even though the university here, you know, Hagemeyer wanted to try and keep him around, he's outgrown him. He's too smart. He needs to spread his wings and fly. Do you know what I mean? And even though they want him to be at that university, it's not the best place for him, and they acknowledge that as well. And, you know, maybe we get to see, obviously, how it is starting the university and finishing off the season, because I've just looked and it's like a 14-episode season. So after this, we're pretty much going to be finished in 4 days. You know what I mean? Like, it is pretty crazy, honestly. It really, really is. But thanks for checking out today's episode. If you do enjoy it, please smash a like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into today's episode.
Hi, I'm Connie Tucker. I'm supposed to be reporting to my probation officer.
You found her. Come on in. Weren't you arrested running from the police?
Well, I have my good days.
The terms of your probation require you to do 180 hours of community service.
I've been reading to the elderly.
Oh? Where at?
Chi-Chi's. My boyfriend forgot his glasses, so I read him the menu.
Nose.
Okay.
You know what this nose can do? It can smell bullpucky from 2 counties over, and you know what it's smelling right now? A big, steamy pie. Habitat for Humanity. Build some poor soul a home.
The tornado blew mine to smithereens. How about some do-gooder build me a home?
Well, we got animal shelters, libraries, churches.
Ooh, is that any church?
Well, yeah, as long as they sign off on your hours. Christian woman who ran a backroom casino.
Hey, God forgave me. Maybe you should too.
Do you understand I have the power to throw you in jail?
That doesn't go there.
Doesn't matter.
Canned beef and St. George Reserves?
Who cares?
I care.
Well, no one cares that you care.
I'm someone, and I care that I care, and I care that I care that I care.
I need you to do me a favor.
Hello to you, too.
Yeah. Look, I need you to sign some forms for me. No questions asked. Look, I got to knock out my community service, and they say I can do it at the church.
I'm not lying for you.
Oh, come on. 180 hours at my age? Who knows if I've even got that much time left?
Well, then it's a good thing that we're going to get to spend so much of it together.
So, like, 180 hours is pretty hefty, isn't it? You know, I'm not saying that it's too much for her, but what I'm saying is it's just a high number in terms of time, you know, especially time with no pay. So, for example, if you work a 40-hour work week, you know, you're pushing into 5 weeks. Let's say you earn $1,000 a week, 5K. You know what I mean? Like, it is pretty crazy. And to be honest as well, you're not going to work 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. So you might work, let's say you work 1 day a week, yeah? That's 8 hours. So you're talking 20 weeks, literally for 100 and 160. You know what I mean? Like 21, 22, she's pushing 22, 23 weeks. Now, what is that in mums? 6 months? Like, literally, I feel like it's a long time. However, you know, they probably don't know how much money she made. Does she still have it, or did she lose it all from the storm? You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you got to weigh it up. To be honest, 1 day a week, if you look at it in this whole scheme of things, is not bad considering you could go to prison. That's how you have to look at it in the bigger scale.
Hello. Don't you hear the baby crying?
Yeah, she's been at it for a while.
Unbelievable.
Good idea. Let the baby be in charge.
If you prefer to coddle her, you go right ahead. I'm sorry, are you accusing me of babying my baby? Because I am her mother, and I think I know when she needs me.
Happy your daughter's crying?
I'm happy you're wrong.
Let me just finish up this payroll here, and then we'll find some work for you to do.
No hurry, I'm just gonna lay down here. Close my eyes for a minute.
You have anything that you need help with? My mom is here to work.
Oh, well, I do need my suit picked up from the dry cleaner.
Is that the dry cleaner next to the nail salon?
Yeah.
I'm on it. I'm getting the suit.
I'll get it on my way to the bank. That way you can start in the donation room instead of getting your nails done.
Oh my God.
We don't say that, but yeah.
To be fair, you know what?
Nails done.
That would actually take bear time, wouldn't it? To be honest. I'd rather have my head stuck in one task.
I found this one in her diaper.
Where's the pinky?
Right here.
What are you waiting for?
Well, your mom was just saying if we give it to her every time she's cranky, she'll never learn.
Oh, is that what she said?
I'm just trying to help.
I told you we don't need your help.
You're her husband. You decide.
Why won't anybody tell me anything?
Alright, I might be controversial here, but like I'm on the mum's side. I actually am. Now, in context, so for example, like I just said there before, you know, that baby could have been crying for 2 hours when Mandy walked in, and yeah, okay, she should go over and pick her up. But for the first 15 minutes, 20 minutes, she shouldn't go in. And, you know, everybody's different. And I personally think what she just said there, people fall into a habit, and you can say it's not a person, it's a baby, I get it. You know, maybe at this age, it's a little bit different. They're not going to establish thoughts and mindsets, and they're not going to think, oh, every time I cry, I'm going to get what I want. But once they start to develop a brain and they start to understand certain things, then this is where rejection is massive. In my personal opinion, rejection should be something that you are taught from an early age. Can I have this candy? No. Can I have this toy? No. Can I go here? No. Can I go McDonald's? No. Do you know what I mean? Can we go out? No. Yeah? You might be snide by saying that, but all you are going to do by saying yes, 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 is get them into a position in life where they think that everything is about them. And when they don't get what they want when they get older, they'll throw tantrums, they'll throw strops. They think everything revolves around them, and it doesn't. You know, life is all about yes and no's. You don't get everything that you want, and this is the thing. That's what she's trying to say. Now, at this early age, couple of months old, it's completely different. But I get what she's saying, and I do agree with her, like, what she's trying to put out there. There's too many people in life that think that everything revolves around them, and if they don't get, they start crying like a little baby, an adult baby, and I just don't think. I think rejection is key. Everybody needs it. It's like you have to learn how to lose before you know how to win, because if you just won everything, when you start to lose, you start to throw tantrums, you start to be fuming, you start hating it, you don't want to play, you know what I mean? Where, like, if you brought up winning, losing, you know how bad losing is, and you hate it, and like it makes that winning so much better, you know what I mean? So that's what I think. I mean, obviously, right now as a baby, I probably think that maybe when she starts crying after 5-10 minutes, you know what I mean, you go in, but not over a massive period of time. Leave her on her own.
6 hours. All day long. For 6 lousy hours.
Most people work 8.
Most people get paid.
Most people don't commit crimes.
I sorted a pair of work pants that had a prosthetic leg still in it. Shut up. Got Officer Thomason on my ass.
Who's that?
My probation officer. She could get the judge to reduce my hours, but she won't do it.
Yeah, like I said, nice lady.
By chance, would you talk to her for me?
You asking me for a favor? I didn't hear the magic word.
Why don't you pay me back the money I gave you for the down payment on this house?
Thank you. Was that so hard?
We don't really know what we're doing. I mean, I don't. You are a natural.
We're her parents. We should decide how to raise her.
Hey, Rhonda.
Coach Cooper, what a nice surprise.
Yeah, you know me, full of surprises. Clients happens to be my mother-in-law.
And she asked you to come down here to see if I would go easy on her.
We're just hitting the nail on the head today.
Would you give one of your players special treatment if they were ducking practice?
No,
I understand you. You're saying I should be tougher on your mother-in-law.
made it worse, didn't I?
No.
I knew he was going to make it worse.
Yeah.
Okay, look, I know you're trying to help, but Mandy...
Oh, look at that. That can't be right. Georgie, come here. Walk with me for a minute. Are you mental?
What?
Why are you arguing with her?
What? I was just trying to be a good husband and take Mandy's side.
Okay, you know a great time to take Mandy's side? When you're alone with Mandy. And when you're with Audrey,
Take Audrey's side.
okay.
It would be so much easier if they just realize how alike they are.
Don't say that.
On in the closet, you said I could speak my mind.
Yeah, but not that.
The thing is, though, he is kind of right in what he's saying. However, he's going to get in a sticky situation where he said, yeah, your doctor's great. And then Mandy's like, let's go to this one. Yeah. And then they're going to be like, wait, you told me that you'd go to... Wait, you told me... Georgie. And then it's all Georgie's fault. Do you know what I mean? Like, in reality, all he was trying to do is please both parties. What he should do is say, oh, that's a pretty great suggestion, to be honest. Let's go speak with Mandy. And that's it. You know what I mean? Like, what he's not done is he's not batted down the suggestion. He's not hurt her feelings. He's not disregarded it. What he's done is saying, oh, yeah, mate, I'm really happy, or I'm really grateful that you put that suggestion forward. Ultimately, it's a, couple decision. I'll take that suggestion and we'll go speak to Mandy, and, I'll let you know what she picks. There you go. You kind of offsetted it a bit on her. Let Mandy have a decision. You know what I mean? And you've not really hurt anybody.
Hey! Oh, what brings you by?
Your son-in-law dropped in to see me.
Well, you can't blame a gal for trying. There must be some criminals out there that you could be focused on, not some old granny with slot machines. Go out there and harass somebody who actually deserves it.
You are a criminal. And I can treat you however the hell I want because I own your tired old ass. To be clear, what are you?
A criminal?
And what do I own?
My tired old ass.
Hey, Connie.
What did you say to her?
Nothing. Just what a great grandma you are.
Wow. What a mess.
Yeah,
You want me to organize this whole room in 2 days?
I do.
Oh boy. Thank you, Meemaw.
My mother made Cece an appointment with a new doctor, and she didn't even ask.
What? Oh, no.
I just don't understand what she's thinking.
Well, how could you? You two are just
Not
so
alike.
different.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What's he doing here?
Meemaw's letting me organize everything.
You're farming out your community service to my son?
How about thanks for getting him to the church? Oh, come on. He's sorting out a room full of junk. This is his Disneyland.
What about Georgie? What about the gambling room? He could have gone to jail.
I'm sorry. I'm such a disappointment.
To be fair, I'm not defending Connor here. However, I'll take two things. One, she technically is working, and she is doing it. She's doing it with help. Not every task you do on yourself. I've seen community service people that go around the park and pick up trash. Yeah, they do it in teams collectively. They all do it together. So whether you go there and you finished in, 20 minutes or 5 hours, everybody gets that 20 minutes or gets the 5 hours. It's not, it's not individual person. All right, you finished in 1 hour, you done 20 minutes, you done 5. It's a team. And if she spends, let's just say she spends 5 days in there cleaning it up with Sheldon, she still spent 5 days cleaning it up with Sheldon. As long as she's engaging, she had the box and he had the toy and he's picking it up and they was categorizing it, here. She wasn't sat on her ass doing nothing. So in that aspect, I do think that she was working then. She had help, but she was still working. She wasn't sat around doing nothing. However, like I said, I'm not taking her side. The thing is, she needs to realise that this is absolute minor. It's very minor. She's run a criminal organisation. She knew it was illegal. She got caught. She's not had, time. All she's got to do is work in the church, which is basic, and clean a storage room, which is not that bad either. And all that she's doing is she's finding ways to either blame, moan, or delegate, or you know what I mean. And she's just making the situation worse. She's making a mountain out of a molehill, basically. Like, and she doesn't need to. She just cracked on with it. There'd be no issues. And if she just, but I do think then that she was working with the aid of Sheldon, but she was still taking part. He was passing, she was boxing. They was doing it together.
Meat's a little dry, isn't it?
No, I like it like this.
You don't think it's too salty?
It's perfect. I love your cooking.
It's my mum's.
My mom made this.
Well, now that you mention it, it is a little dry.
I made it.
I made it.
What are you doing to me?
What are you doing to me? For the past couple of days, you've been agreeing with everything that I say. My parents sound happy to you.
I don't know, they're still married. The doctor rubbed alcohol on one arm and gave Cece the shot on the other arm. I'm confused. Do I like this or not?
I was going to say that. Does he actually like it? He was conflicted.
I could be disappointed with you and still not want you to go to jail.
Finished organizing the religious items. I separated them by New Testament hokum, Old Testament hokum, and general nonsense.
Yeah, it was not bad.
It might have been 42, but I rounded down.
Right then, I'll see you next week.
You were pretty rough on me the other day, and I just want to let you know that I appreciated that.
I heard you took Cece to Dr. Talanda.
We did. And he was very good. Funny thing.
She's going to pitch her dad now. He's going to get him in a
It's
stucky
actually
situation.
Okay for Cece to have her pacifier to sleep.
Who's raising this baby, him or you?
We are, and I think we're doing a dang good job.
She can talk, okay? That's how our marriage works.
Excuse me, are you implying my husband isn't allowed to speak his mind?
Well, if we're going to put cards on the table, yeah.
He isn't on the spot. He is a grown man. Speak. For 35
Yeah, he
years,
don't
I
want
know
to.
what he wants.
To be fair, right, you can, it's objectively viewing some of these relationships. So, like, you can look at that from the outside and say that he's not living a happy marriage. You know what I mean? Like, he's just kind of scared of her, not in like an abusive way. Do you know what I mean? He's just scared of like upsetting her, scared of putting his foot wrong. He's just like, do you know what? I just agree with everything. If I agree with everything, I can't do anything wrong, can I? Decent way of looking at it, to be honest. And if you're content and you can get by that, mate, no dramas. I personally look at him and I don't think that, I actually think that he's happy. I just think that he wishes that he could maybe speak a little bit, but like, his personality itself is kind of bubbly. Like, he's just like, okay, let's go, whatever's, you know what I mean? Like, I actually don't think that he's depressed, if I'll put it bluntly, you know what I mean? Does he want to be in that marriage? I would say yeah. And like, you know, is he just content and happy and adapted to his marriage situation? Yeah, I think he has. And I feel like that's what all marriage does, to be honest. You know, everybody give and takes. Now, some people may give a lot more and take a lot more, but like, you do what you do to enjoy your life. So there might be just certain situations where you wish you could speak more, or you wish you could take somebody else's side, but he knows that's just going to be aggro to him. And 90% of the other time, when he's with his wife and it's just them and they're just chilling or vacationing or going out and doing activities, he enjoys it. You know what I mean? He just may want to speak up in certain situations, but he's learnt not to because he just knows the personality of the wife that he's got. And I actually don't think that he's depressed at all. I just think he's learned and adapted. And like he said then, he just read that room. He knew something was happening. He was like, look, I could speak. No need to. I'm just going to slope out, let them argue, and I'm okay. Okay, that's going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you've not yet voted for your most liked characters throughout the whole entire franchise, please do. 3 votes are allowed. Please see the description. Your results from mine will be shown in the final episode, which is actually very soon. I did not realise how soon it would be. But I enjoyed today's episode, you know, speaking about Connor, she's doing a community service. She's just making the situation worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's been let off. She could have gone to prison. She could have got hard time. She could have been locked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the tough times. In a small cell, 4 confined walls, you know what I mean? Touching distance away. She's free. She can roam around. All she has to do is work 180 hours across. I don't even know what period she's got. She clocked in 40 this week just doing the, doing the church work. And that's pretty much, a quarter, well, it's not, but you know what I mean, like, of her sentence kind of done in just 1 week. And Sheldon, I mean, once he's seen that room and he's seen the mess, he was never going to let it go, was he? We've seen him plenty throughout the show. He's got OCD, he has to do everything. Do you remember that time when Bernadette basically told him about, she was like, do you know what, because he wanted to get back at Howard because he pecked his head off. Do you know what Howard really likes or really hates? A clean oven. And he's like, I'll clean it. He hates a clean house. I'll clean the house. You know what I mean? Like, she was manipulating him to do cleaning stuff because he ends up that he loves doing it. And it was pretty funny, that. And obviously they aided here. And like I said, community service don't have to be done on your own. You can do it in a group, you can do it with people, as long as, well, basically you put in the time in, you know what I mean? Like, at first when she went there, she wanted to lie down, that don't count. When she wanted to go and pick up Pastor Jeff's, shirt or whatnot, that would count. However, how long are you actually going to take a 30-minute task? If you take it 3 hours and drag it out because you get your nails done, that don't count. You got to take stuff seriously. And, that woman did come in and she was hard and she was kind of like mean, but it had to be done. It kicked her in the ass and put her in the right direction. Do you know what I'm saying? And she ended up clocking it in and she got way more done than she probably anticipated, so fair play. And maybe we see in the next episodes, that's the way it is, considering the show's running down to its end, that the players, well, kind of like story out, you know what I mean? We just see her working and progressing through until we clock in the last one. But thanks for checking out today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you do. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one.